Hi, Aries, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your Mercury sextile Saturn reading for you. Now, this is going to take place on May 12th and May 19th. So, this is just the energy to be aware of during this time and the astrology of this time because this is a great day. These are great days to get things done, to really move forward in our careers, and to really just move forward in general in our lives. So, let's clear the energy space. Oh, if this reading resonates with you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out tremendously. So thank you so much for doing so. And if you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. And let me know what you think of a reading like this. Do you like it? Don't you like it? Let me know your thoughts. Okay. So now let's clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's a bit of a lot, but okay. Let's just go with it. We have 4 cards here. So it's almost like a little mini reading right now of what to be mindful of during this time. We have the King of Wands reversed, we have the Prince of Wands reversed, we have the Chariot reversed, and we have the Prince of Cups upright. What Spirit is telling us during this time here, Aries, is we're represented by the wands in the minor arcana. Our temper can be getting the best of us when we're really embracing, or as we're embracing, our own masculine energy, the way to move forward. We can really think might equals right during this time. And since this is a time really sensitive around getting things done, it's bringing focus into the mind. We can see the larger scale of things. We need our temper not to be in the way. So if we can meditate, if we can do qigong or healings, if we can center ourselves, balance ourselves, that will be the best possible thing for us. The chariot reversed, we can be having some difficulty with, some cancer energy. And if cancer is in our chart, we can be having difficulty balancing that cancer energy in our chart. But this is also a sense of emotions can really be getting out of hand. We can also be dealing with people who have really intense tempers or can have temper tantrums, kind of like a little kid having temper tantrums. These can be adults or children, having temper tantrums themselves. The chariot reverse is we don't have the reins. We are feeling like we're moving forward, but we don't have the reins. So we're not able to steer the way that we want to. The Prince of Cups coming up is a sense that we're being led by our heart, and be mindful about this because we don't want to be led just by our heart. We don't want to be led just by logic. We want to have that beautiful balance of both of them coming forward. And this is going to be very powerful for us if we can get that balance, but also to be aware that we can kind of, I want to say this respectfully, but we can kind of be emotionally manipulated during this time, or maybe even manipulative to others because we can be so intense. Also, other people around us can be so intense that it's just easier to agree than it is to say, no, I don't think so, or no, that's not right for me. So be aware of this. It's going to be very important as we move forward. So let's see what Spirit has to say. Angels and Spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. Ooh, another little mini reading right here. So you have manifestation reversed. We have centered reverse. We have love. We have prosperity, authenticity, and then we have enchanted reversed. What's interesting here is that manifestation is fantastic in the Taurus timeframe, and we are still in the Taurus timeframe up until the 20th of May. So even, this Mercury sextile Saturn happens on the 12th of May and on the 19th of May. So here we need to also remember our power of manifestation because we can easily forget it during this time. Centered, we might not be centered. We can feel kind of all over the place. And if our emotions are so big and so powerful, it can be really easy not to be centered during this time. So just remember that. With love, love needs to guide us. Love needs to guide us. It needs to be our guiding force forward. What is love telling me? What is harmony telling me? What is peace telling me? How do I move forward in love? That's going to be something really, really powerful. And it leads us to our prosperity. If love guides us, love doesn't conquer all. You can't love somebody enough not to have them self-destruct, right? You can't love something enough not to have it fall apart or leave. But when we love ourselves enough to stand strong through the storms of life, that's just really powerful. And it sounds super cliche, right? Like something you'd get a poster for. But if you can love every aspect of you and forgive every aspect of you as you move forward, well, the positivity, the prosperity, it just opens up like never before because you're coming from a place of love. And so much of this world comes from a place of anger and fear. Will it mean that you're not bombarded by others trying to rip you down? No, because your energy vibration isn't going to match theirs. And so you might find that you kind of step out of the dog race that everybody else is in and step into something quieter, but much more authentic. And that's what we're talking about here with authenticity. We're talking about being true to who we are, what we love, what we desire. We can see it during this time that our ideas, what we were drawn to, it's changing. We ourselves are changing. And we saw that in the full moon readings and the solar eclipse. And we're going to see this, the lunar eclipse. And we're going to see this now within ourselves. It's like we are changing. We're becoming more authentic. We're silencing, we're steadying ourselves forward. And we're saying, what is right for me and what isn't? It brings us then to enchanted reverse. We need to be enchanted with our lives, with ourselves. And that is going to be something that we can find to be a bit difficult during this time. How do I be enchanted? How do I embrace, you know, kind of like the fairy tales of my youth and have those come into my present day? So let's see what the tarot has to say, angels and spirit guides. I love how everything is just falling out in clumps. Okay. So it's very, very interesting is that, and let's talk about this aspect, this time of Mercury sextile Saturn. Let's talk about it astrologically speaking. This brings forward, really big focus of our mind, of what we want. We can see the larger picture, the larger scale, and plans really start coming together. So we have the sun here. It's going to be really great for us. We can work really well with others. We have some things that are going to hold us back, and we're a bit apprehensive as we move forward. We can have really big imposter syndrome during this time. So just be aware of that. We see our goals and our plans, and we start to execute to the best of our abilities how we can move forward, where we need to be. We can also easily fall down rabbit holes. I mean, we can really research things up and down the Mississippi till either we become experts of them or, we just become so sick and tired of seeing it that we release, like we're like, oh no, I don't want to see that again for a really long time. So just be aware of that either we fall down the rabbit hole and we can be like, whoa, that was intense, or we become so knowledgeable that we can become experts on something, or we can start even a lifelong learning or a lifelong apprenticeship to a craft, to an idea, to a way to move forward and seeing this knowledge grow. Now, we really want to share our knowledge. So this is a great time for making videos, for tutorials, for anything that shares knowledge and shares communications. So that's going to be a really great thing. And we can feel extra responsible during this time. And we kind of feel that like everything is weighing on us and everything has to do with us. So step back from that a bit because that can be rather detrimental to how we want to move forward and how we want to handle this energy. It's not all our responsibility. If we don't have children, right, then the people in our lives are adults and they can handle this. And even during this time with children, it could be like, okay, well, they can handle these tasks or this is age appropriate for them. And I need to step back because we're also going to be really great teachers during this time. So that's going to be something that can be really fun, where we can feel super responsible. And instead of saying, oh, I have to do all of this, if we say, oh, this needs to be done, and this is the responsible thing to do, and we give people tasks, and that can even work in work situations. When we're working with other people, or when we're helping other people, guiding them, if we can think, oh, well, how would I break down this task? Almost for a child. And I'm not saying that to be disrespectful to anybody, but to help learn and to help grow, that can be really cool for us, and something where people are like, wow, you're really good at teaching, or wow, you're really good at explaining these things. Traditions are going to be very important to us during this time as well. We have traditional values coming up, and it connects us. And this, they don't connect us with our ancestors. Well, they can, but also this very strong connection with our ancestors, with our story, our heritage. Now, if we are adopted or we don't know our heritage, we can find that we start researching that. But we can also very much connect with the family, the guardians, the people who raised us. That's going to be very important. It's like, how do I embrace the energy that has been so powerful in my life? And this is in any aspect. It doesn't matter if you've known, your birth parents, or you haven't. So that's going to be very interesting. This is an this is an excellent time for clear thinking, good judgment, for being organized and making good connections and having a really good memory. So take advantage of this. This is also an excellent time for business deals, this is the ideal time for signing contracts, for negotiations, for long-term investment and long-term plans. So if we can kind of schedule things on the 12th of May or the 19th of May, that would be really, really good. Common sense, again, very, very strong. We have profound decision making abilities, and being able to really suss out the meat and potatoes, the main heart of the information from things. And even though Mercury is in retrograde, the flow of information for our success and for our ability to move forward is so strong here that we really need to utilize it. Now the sun comes in, and the sun is shining on us. It's blessings, it's success, prosperity. This is the luckiest card in the whole entire deck. And so we're going to see ourselves embracing our own grace, letting ourselves shine, letting ourselves move forward in passion, in power, in determination. If you're asking a question during this reading, this is a yes answer card. It's a very clear yes answer. So I do like that. With the Three of Cups, we're going to work really well with others. And this is a time where we really can work well with others, sharing of ideas, sharing of information, opening up doors. We're going to find that it's fun to kind of bounce off ideas, or to get other people's points of view, or like, how do you look at this? How do you look at that type of thing? We can also find that in our research, in our diving deeper into things, we can want to see the opposing points of view, or we can, see both sides of the coin. So be aware. This is also going to be a time where the heartbreak that holds us up, it comes up. All right. So what I mean by that holds us up, that holds us back, that keeps us from moving forward. The Three of Swords is looking at heartbreak, pain, and disappointment. Three major traumas in our lives that have shaped us for a very long time, or three major scars that keep us from moving forward the way that we need to. And this can make us, if we let it during this time, if we let our temper kind of get the best of us, we're coming from a place of wounds instead of from a place of love and acceptance. We can be really stuck in our own mind, in our own chaos, in our own emotions. Things can be too intense, they can be too powerful, they can be too overwhelming. And we can really stop seeing everything else, which can break down all the communication, blessings that are coming our way, all the business deals that can be coming our way, and really make it just a time where we feel frustrated. It's like, why aren't I moving forward the way that I want to? So be aware of that can be a pitfall for us during this time. We need to move forward. Even if we're not 100% confident in ourselves, that's okay. We still need to move forward for us, for what we need, for what we want, for where we need to be. There's uncertainty here, yes, but our angels are guiding us. Our ancestors are with us. This is a time where we might make, bold decisions in some people's assessments, but in our assessment, the risk is well worth the reward that we can see. We can see more than others can. And that's going to be okay. So what Spirit's saying here is like, Dane, make it clear that when we say we can see more than others can, it doesn't mean that we don't listen to good advice. So that's coming from Spirit. But there is a sense of, I can move forward in what I love and what I desire and what I need. And where others would say to us, that's risky, or, you don't know if that's going to work out well, or, what the heck are you doing here? We can move forward with uncertainty, like, oh man, I hope this works out, but also a profound and passionate faith within ourselves and power of seeing who we are and what we want. Our subconscious energy to be mindful of is the death card. This is Scorpio energy, but this is also secrets. We can be told to be mindful of a Scorpio, but it's also be mindful of secrets. Be mindful of things that are kept in the shadows. We want things to be brought to the light during this time to move us forward, to illuminate. And that is going to be powerful, the illumination of what we truly desire. So just know secrets, whispers, gossipy, those type of things, it's just not going to be for us. And we can find it really annoying during this time. And detrimental too. It has us focusing on the wrong things. Our subconscious message from spirit is confidence. Move forward in confidence. Subconsciously, be confident within yourself, and people will be like, wow, that person can really do this. Like, wow, Aries really has it put together. Even if we're faking our confidence, as we keep on moving forward, it can be like, oh, yeah, well, I was faking it then, but now I really know what I'm doing. Like, I gained the information. I tried, and I was scared and overwhelmed. I felt the fear, and I did it anyway. And it's extraordinary, the world that it's opened up. It brings us then to our subconscious tarot message, which is the Four of Cups reversed. All right. We are going to have things kind of turn on their heads. Things that we were once focusing on, it's going to be like, well, why don't you focus over here? And because we haven't been, there's something subconsciously that Spirit's going to do to trip us up that makes us slow down and really look at the gift that Spirit wants us to be seeing. So that's going to be a bit funny. So be aware of that. All right. All right, Aries. I hope this reading has resonated with you. It was terribly fun to do, so thank you so much for watching and listening and connecting with spirit with me. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Aries. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. Have a fantastic Mercury sextile Saturn. God bless. Bye.